new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. No short on money but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes.
Core competencies is those unique strengths which are embedded deep within an organisation that allows it to differentiate its product offering from its competitors, creating higher value for customers, or alternatively offering customers comparable value at lower costs. Core competencies are established through the interplay of resources and capabilities. The culture of Footloose Co was to create a competitive advantage that would see the firm excel within the rankings of the footwear industry. We were able to achieve this given the commitment of each team member to review on a weekly basis the decision results and the active contribution of each member to conference calls held weekly. Furthermore, the communication structure established at the beginning of the game supported our ability to complete decisions within a concise manner with previous week feedback provided by members prior to calls. Within our production plans, we successfully produced shoes at a low rejection rate. This was achieved by maximising best practices training, offering competitive labour productivity incentives, and implementing plant upgrades. Material costs were managed tightly, while still being able to produce shoes at a high SQ rating. Our branded material costs were below the industry average, as were our administration costs. Developing core strengths across all regions with respect to SQ rating, advertising, celebrity appeal and retailer support was intended to realise our vision of being the shoe on everyone's foot. Private label production and sales successfully supplemented our branded sales, reflected in our margin over costs being above the industry average. For most of the time, we were successful in selling all shoes on offer. Finally, an objective at the start of the game was to be consistent with dividends and ensure we rewarded shareholders every year. We consistently paid a dividend to shareholders, paying above the industry average for the majority of the years.
There are three areas which our team did not do well in the game. First, in terms of the type of strategy we use for our shoe stock distribution, which we do not have a clear direction on it. As a result, there has been an inconsistency for the sales channel used across the 4 regions throughout the game. Unfortunately, there was no correction action taken by our team. Therefore, We should have a long-term planning in the stock distribution among the internet, wholesale market, and private label in each region at the initial stage, so that we can ensure our customers are aware of our company existence. It can also create a better reputation and profit for our company. Secondly, we have lack of understanding for the essential factor that decide the performance for our EPS, ROE, and the stock price at the initial stage. Therefore, we have started the stock repurchasing in year 15, which have substantially increased our EPS, ROE, and stock price. And our stock price, EPS, and ROE have since ranked the top 20 worldwide. Lastly, our plant capacity in Asia-Pac should have expanded aggressively in the initial stage so that we can achieve economy of scale as well as increase our profit margin. However, we only realize it at the later stage of the game. We have used plant upgrade option C in year 18. Since then, we have been the best in the cost of goods sold within the industry at that time.
During the course of the 10 weeks, Team Footloose Co. have developed some key learnings. The importance of knowing the industry. Footloose Co. achieved this by learning about the industry from the player's guide and the online help videos and related documents. This proved to be advantageous at the start of the game, giving Footloose an edge over their competitors. Another important key learning from the game was understanding the exchange rates and tariffs and how these could be exploited during the distribution decisions of the game. We also learned that advertising and celebrity endorsements were important in creating demand for the company's shoes. However, too much demand can create a shortfall, and therefore this needs to be complemented with an increase in capacity within the plants. Celebrity endorsements and their appeal are an effective way to increase demand for your product at a minimal cost. And this was something that Footloose Co. maintained throughout the game. Another key learning was to invest from the beginning in areas that might be expensive to invest in at the beginning, but reap great benefits in the future. Investing in corporate social responsibility initiatives to develop a good image rating in the future is a good example of this. Footloose Co. also decided to invest in greater incentives and training for workers in the plants early in the game. This ensured that our production costs remained low, as well as our rejection rate was also maintained low. I believe an important learning for the team was the use of analysing the data with financial ratios, which helped us increase our company's return on equity exponentially. We discovered that repurchase in stock was a great way to increase return on equity quickly, and that refunding our loans would not only reduce our interest charges, but improve our credit rating. There were many things that the team could have done differently if we were to play the game again. But of course, this would depend on our competitors in the industry. I believe a key setback was when Footloose Co. opened up a plant in Latin America, because we focused our attention on that plant capacity in that region, but forgot to continue investing in plant capacity in the other two regions. With that said, however, I think the strategy we employed was successful in helping Footloose Co. achieve second place at the end of the game, which is a fantastic achievement.
What did we learn from the BSG and real-world applications? Planning ahead. Develop a clear business strategy, communicate that through your organisation with a mission statement that encapsulates what you do. Make sure that your employees really understand that and become one with the culture of the organisation. This point was also highlighted to us by Simon Rowell. We found that time and planning, plus researching industry reports and trends, plus analysing competitors equals better decisions. Having a strategy to pay down debt. The cost of borrowing changes. The BSG highlighted the importance of paying down debt. Channel 9, formerly one of the most profitable broadcasters in Australia, is now on the verge of bankruptcy under the weight of trying to restructure a $4 billion debt. Pay a dividend. Always give something back to your investors so that they don't have to trade your stock as a commodity. This message was also passed on by Simon Rowell. BSG placed great emphasis on using celebrities to help build brand. You need to understand what that's worth to your business. making sure that you leverage the benefit of that with appropriate promotion and advertising budgets. Not in the game is the uncontrollable downside of celebrities. Lance de France and Tiger Green, for example, have decimated their celebrity appeal. A misbehaving celebrity has the potential to damage your brand's reputation. Understand your competitors. Study them and read all available research relevant to your industry. This allows you to formulate ways of maintaining a sustainable competitive advantage if you know where your business or brands fit within the market in which you compete. And finally, foreign exchange. Global operations need to closely monitor their foreign exchange. Commodity or component prices may not increase, but the currency in which you purchase them may change and have the same impact. Many global companies use hedging to mitigate adverse impacts of currency and price fluctuations.
I'm running late and I don't need